YouTube. I got a special comic book review for you. Today I'm reviewing The Incredible Hulk versus the Marvel Universe. This is a special book because a special review because I will not be reviewing this in the normal format because most books I'm reviewing there's a huge storyline, and this has no storyline. This is an anthology book, like along the lines of this is his greatest hits, greatest stories ever told. I don't think I reviewed that, but that's something I read. That was an anthology. This is basically this collects all the different fights Hulk has had during the whole Marvel universe, and this is called Hulk's Greatest Hits. That's kind of debatable, but I'm not gonna argue it. This is written by well, this collects stories from Fantastic Four 25 through 26, Journey to Mystery 112, Tales to Astonish 92 through 93, Daredevil 163, Incredible Hulk 300, and 340. Peter Parker, Spider-Man 14, and Hulk versus Fang Foom. It doesn't say what issue that was, but I'm guessing that was like a special issue or something. This collects 10 issues. It's written by Stan Lee, Roger McKenzie, Bill Mantlo, Peter David, Howard Mackie. List of artists: Jack Kirby, Mary Severin, Frank Miller. You got it right, Frank Miller. Sal Buscema, Todd McFarlane, John Romita Jr., and Jorge Lucas. Someone's gonna get me pissed off. I said John Romita Jr.'s name wrong. Fights that are in this book. You have Hulk versus the Fang, Hulk versus Fantastic Four, Hulk versus the Fantastic Four and the Avengers. 4. Doctor Strange, but that Doctor Strange fight, it was basically him. That fight, the Incredible Hulk was fighting the Avengers, a different team than the other previous. This team had the girl Captain Marvel, Star Fox, Vision, and Scarlet Witch. 4 was there. Silver Surfer, Daredevil, Wolverine, Spider-Man, and obviously Fin Fang Foom. The first 3 issues, or 3 or 4, maybe even more than that, is basically Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. So these are some very old issues. They were fight-wise, they weren't. I'm not really a huge fan of old comics, so this is reprinted, so it looks good. It looks decent, but the fights weren't that done well. But I guess they were done well for the time. And overall, I thought it was gonna be a huge brawl, Hulk versus the Avengers. Basically, the way it was done, Hulk was fighting one of them at a time, which I thought was kind of lame. I wanted to see a huge brawl, but I guess that's kind of hard to draw. I don't know. And that's the same for when he fought the Fantastic Four, the Avengers. The Silver Surfer, that fight was okay. Daredevil, that fight, it was Frank Miller knows how to draw, but I guess the way it was written, it was Daredevil was just evading Hulk's attacks, and once in a while he'll hit him, but he'll get smacked by the Hulk, and I don't know how you survive a bitch slap from the Hulk when you're a normal human. You should have been dead, because I don't know if you've seen the Incredible Hulk movie. Hulk just basically kicked the guy, not even that hard, and he it broke every bone in that guy's body. This guy got bitch slapped hard by the Hulk, just sent flying into concrete wall. He's a normal person, Daredevil, and he survived with only a few broken bones. So physics wise, a lot of this shit doesn't work. Um, Maybe I should tell you the basic storylines in this. Basically Hulk is. It's like every other Hulk book. It's basically a lot of them is Hulk just wants to be alone, or Hulk's pissed off, he wants revenge, and there's one where Hulk is Hulk's personalities were lost. Like Bruce Banner was gone, regular Hulk mind was gone. The Hulk was just a mindless beast. That which I thought that was interesting. But the only reason I would say get this book is for the last three issues. The last three issues are amazing. Hulk versus Wolverine, Hulk versus Spider-Man, and Hulk versus Fin Fang Foom. The Wolverine and Fin Fang Foom, they're written by Peter David, and Peter David's he's an awesome writer. I'm not a huge fan of his X Factor books, but then again, I don't like any of those characters. So it's like, so it was. That's why I personally didn't start start reading it after volume one because it was like, eh. But this book, it's pretty good. The Wolverine book is uh written is drawn by Todd McFarlane. And I love Todd McFarlane's art. That motherfucker needs to start drawing again. The most he'll do is draw a cover and that's it. That lazy fuck. And he doesn't even write anymore. The most he does is inks, which is, that sucks. But what can I say? It was, the art for this book, it was, the faces didn't look that good, but, like, Wolverine looked ugly as fuck in this book, but just his face wise, everything else was good. The way the storyboarding and the fights, there's some very iconic images that was put in the. They were so iconic they were put as screenshots, kinda. Remade, kinda in the Hulk versus Wolverine animated movie. It's funny at times. That's an awesome book. The Hulk versus Spider-Man. John Romita Jr. I'm not a huge fan of his work, but he unlike a lot of other artists, he doesn't get lazy when it comes to fight scenes. And boy, does he know how to draw fight scenes. That fight was awesome, man. It was done very well. And the Fin Fang Foom, sorry, my voice cracked. That Fin Fang Foom issue, it took place in Antarctica, and there were a lot of references to the Thing. And as a horror movie fanboy, I loved every like scene of that book, every dialogue. That he was that book was so that issue was definitely kind of like a tribute to the Thing. And basically the storyline in that book was Hulk went to Antarctica to be alone. He stumbles upon a research group of scientists. They find Fin Fang Foom in the ice. Fin Fang Foom escapes. Escapes from the ice. He actually masquerades as one of the scientists. And there's this huge fight between him and the Hulk. It was great. Well, it was short, but it was funny, so it made up for it. Um, there's I if I have one problem with the book is that Hulk's intelligence changes like on the flip of a coin. It's like he's smart, he's average, he's dumb, he goes back to smart, then he's dumb again. I don't know, man. It changes so often. And I'm probably there's probably like a reason why like something happened, but it's like make up your mind, Marvel. Do you want Hulk to be dumb? Do you want him to be smart? Make up your mind. He's smart at the moment, I think. But it's like, yeah, they need to make up his mind. Personally, I like the kind of dumb. Well, not he's not dumb Hulk, but he's like a man child kind of. He acts like a child. I kind of like that Hulk because he kind of has an innocence to him, which I find like interesting. Like he's a big monster, but he's like misunderstood. Like he's basically a kid, and like mentally, and like yeah, I just like that Hulk the the most out of all these other Hulks. Cause I'm sorry, if I want like if I want to read about a smart character, I can read Fantastic Four. I can read Avengers Academy, like any because that stars Hank Pym. And I can read any book, but like I like that Hulk the best. Yeah, I don't know if I want to say I love this book, but I gotta say the last three issues were awesome. They kind of made up for the rest of the issues, which were I didn't really like them that much. But then again, I don't like old comic books. So if you're okay with old comic books and you're a diehard comic book fan and like wants to read like some stuff by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, that team, um, then yeah, I would recommend this book. But if you're not really like if you don't really like old comic books like me, you still have the Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Fin Fang Film issues, which were awesome. And the one by Frank Miller, that was his artwork was a lot different back then. His artwork was I gotta say it was kind of cleanish. It was kind of smooth. Where his artwork now is rough and buckly and sorry and blocky. Now it's that back then it was smooth. Like it looks good. Not to say his artwork doesn't look good now, but it was a lot better back then. It was cleaner. It was like I don't know. I gotta say his artwork was better that back then. It just looked better, you know. People actually look like people. Like his now, it's like all blocky and shit and rough. Um. Oh yeah, and this regularly this will cost you like 30 bucks. I got for like 10. Well, not even because they had a thing where you can pay either 10 bucks or you can get three of these for 25 bucks. And I got this Project Superpowers and Holiday Special 2004. So that was a Marvel book. So if you got if you can find it cheap, I say get it. If not, if you like old comic books, pay regular. I don't know. That's all I gotta say. See you later.